Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Wade Bradford. I am a writer and that's about all. Gosh, I thought I was going to follow that up with a long list of other things, but that's about all I do. Today is Wednesday, and so that's what I call What Am I Working On Wednesday. So this is a day that I like to touch base with you and me, mainly for myself, but if it's helpful for you or interesting for you, then I'm very happy to share some of my ideas. So I basically talk about what I have been working on, and I got my handy dandy notebook here. But before I get to what I've been working on, I wanted to do a couple shout outs. Shout out number one goes out to the Puzzle Piece Theater. They have been working on a world premiere play, an online play, sort of a Zoom kind of play that I wrote a few weeks ago when all of this coronavirus stuff was making us stay indoors and a lot of theater productions had to shut down, a lot of disappointed drama students. And so I wrote this play called The Magic of Zoom, and I sent it to a good friend of mine that I've never met in person, but we interact a lot. Her name is Schaefer, and she is a director of a wonderful organization called KidsPlay. It's out in Indiana, and I say it's wonderful because I'm biased. They have performed, I think, at least 5 or 6 of my wacky little comedies and children's plays. So I'm always very grateful to Christine, and I wanted to write something special for her, so I'm really excited that they got to do the world premiere. If you would like to watch the production, it's about 17 minutes long. I think it's pretty funny. I think they did a good job. There's lots of nice little moments. So I will leave the link down below so you can go and visit that channel and watch The Magic of Zoom, the world premiere. If you want to get on board the Magic of Zoom train, if you are a drama teacher or a drama student or maybe a homeschool group, everybody's a homeschool group right now it seems, you can check out the play. I will leave a link to it. It's now available at Eldridge Plays, and I'm very glad that Eldridge approached me and gave me the idea to, hey, do you want to write a play that could be performed on Zoom? So that's The Magic of Zoom. Congratulations, KidsPlay, Puzzle Piece Theater, Christine Schaefer, and everybody involved. The other shout out that I want to make is to a whole bunch of wonderful teachers that have been on YouTube reading my books. Mainly, they've been reading There's a Dinosaur on the 13th Floor. There's been about 10 or 11 kindergarten teachers, preschool teachers, grade school teachers, some librarians that have been reading this book. It's very flattering that teachers are reading it to their students, and I hope that it makes this whole distance learning thing a little more bearable. The next thing I want to tell you about is very exciting because my second born child has arrived from college.
Hi.
This is Em, and I'm so excited. So excited. It's very nice having all of the kids here. Look how excited Em is. Trapped at home with parents. Just frozen in disbelief at the situation. So let's get to what I have been working on. Well, I've got my ongoing epic fantasy middle grade novel that I'm calling Twixt and Twerp, and that I'm waiting for notes on. That's in the revision phase, as I've talked about, and so I'm waiting for my agent to deliver some more notes. I have to do a quick interruption because while I was editing this video, look what arrived in the mail. The next 100 pages of notes for Twixt and Twerp. So that's what I'll be doing this week. So what have I actually been writing? Well, yesterday I finished a draft of Act 2 of a comedy play that I've been working on. It's a collaboration that I've talked about. We're calling it Sugar and Spies. I'm writing it with Christopher Flowers. It's going to be one of our Big Sandwich Theater Company plays. And so that's good. It's obviously not finished in the sense that we're going to go back and forth, and Chris needs to go over and see what he likes and what he doesn't like, and if I or he or we need to make any changes, any major changes, or do we want to start polishing things up. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes, but considering it was stalled for a while, I feel very happy that we have a very rough draft, but it has a beginning, a middle, and an end. By the way, do you like my watermelon shirt? I like it a lot. I'm sometimes worried about wearing this because I know some people are allergic to watermelon. I have a good friend named Scott. Scott is allergic to watermelon, so I'm a little worried that, Scott, if you're watching, that you're breaking out in hives right now, so look away from the screen if you need to. And I also finished a second draft of a short story that I am submitting to a contest, and I had memorized the contest's fancy name last time I made a video, and I don't remember what it is. It's something like I want to say the awe-inspiring, cup-destroying, pencil-snapping, pin-draining, head-balding, metaphor-mangling, sentence-spewing, then something about making money, reward-reaping, writing contest of doom. That's sort of it. My short story is not as long as the title of the contest, but I hope it's well received. It's a short story I mentioned last week. It's way out of it's far away from my brand. If my brand is, I don't know what my brand is, by the way. It's just weird stuff. You know, I think my brand right now is primarily, I love writing books for children of all ages, but especially children in grade school, and I love writing plays that could be performed by children, teens, or community theater. And that's been what I've enjoyed concentrating on for like the last 20 years. When I was in college, I wrote stuff that was much edgier and had profanity and wanted to take itself very seriously. And I rarely I rarely write that kind of material anymore. But every once in a while, there's an idea that rattles around in my brain, and that idea came forth when the contest was announced, and I thought there is something that I do want to write that something very different. So that's what I've been working on. Now it's time for me to tell you what I have been submitting. So I've got several things in submissions, and it's kind of fun to keep track of what's out there and whether or not I get any acceptance letters or rejection letters. So what have I submitted? Well, thing one, I already told you I submitted the short story to the pencil pushing whatever thing of doom. Thing number two, I have sent our comedy play, All Inclusive, that I wrote with Christopher Flowers. That has gone out to one place a while ago, about a month ago, and I've sent it out to a second place. So All Inclusive is out in two places. There's a lizard. The dogs out here, they're looking for lizards. It's very exciting, and I do my best to protect these little reptiles. Thing number three, I have sent a little handbook that I call Castle Write More. I sent that to a publishing place. I have self-published Castle Write More, but I'd love for it to be out to a broader audience, and I'd love to make more Castle Write More books, or books like Castle Write More, that are basically little writing prompts and lessons for creative writing that help students write, not just creatively, but academically. And what else? I think that's it. So I've got, 4 things out in the world. I will let you know if I get any acceptance letters or rejection letters in the hopefully not too distant future. But if you are familiar with writing, you know that it takes a long time sometimes to receive these responses. So that's what's been going on with me. I hope everything is going well with you. If you are a member of the AUTHORTUBE community and you want me to talk about anything, what little I know, I'm happy to share. I do have an agent. I have gotten things published. I've also dabbled with self-publishing. So I've got a little bit of experience, and I'd love to bounce ideas off of anybody out there in the AUTHORTUBE world. So that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.